At some point, you're going to have to take your bearded dragon out of the house and to another place. That's what this video is about. We're going to talk about how to safely transport your bearded dragon. You're watching Midwest Lizard Mom. When choosing a container, you'll want to pick something that is secure for your dragon. So you'll want to stay away from anything where they will be loose, like being on the dashboard. That is unsafe. A hard carrier is a great idea. Something like a cat or dog carrier, just as long as it has holes that are small enough that they can't get out. A soft side carrier that is also for a small animal is a great choice. Just having them on a leash and having your passenger carry them, hold them in the car would be okay, but I wouldn't recommend it. Prepping to ride. This one that I have has 2 spots of entry. You can put him in this way or this way. This one zips all the way down, so this is how I'm going to put him in when we go. I also can strap him in by putting the seatbelt through here. This unzips, and then I can put the seatbelt through. It's a nice viewing window. You want to make sure that the carrier is secure so that it doesn't fly around and that they're safe. Now it's summertime, so I don't need to add any heat to it. But if I did, I might add a warming pack underneath, but I'd want to make sure that it doesn't get too hot in there. So if you do that, do the warming pack in advance, get it in place, take the temperature from the inside to make sure that you know what the temperature is. But he will not need one. It's summer and it's pretty warm. So it's also very quick to get to the vet from my house. So it won't be a problem in this case. Another thing you can do, if you don't have a spot where you can just put the belt through, or if you just wanted to stay even more in place, you could put it in a box that is big enough, and then you could put towels around it just to make sure it doesn't move around. So that is another option to transport your dragon. If you need to do it on a short trip, that should work pretty well. I've also discovered that this pad that goes on the bottom of the inside also has a little pocket where you could put a heating pad in there and it would stay pretty secure. If you do that, still double check the temperature once it's fully warmed up, because you don't want your dragon to get burned. And when they're in such a small spot like that, you want to make sure that they have room to move if they want to. So don't make sure that it's not fully warm. Make sure like part of it is warm, just like you would in their enclosure. They need a warm side and a cool side, so if they feel too hot, they can escape it. Just something to make sure of when you're transporting. So here we go. I have everything ready to put Kaiju in his travel bag. Comes down just like this, so I'll be able to put him in, and then I'll zip it up. Okay, here we are in my car. Hi, Kaiju. Cutie. I'm going to go ahead and put this through that side pocket. So, took me a second, but I have him in there. So, he is in here safely. I can see him just fine. I have it through the side pocket area. So, he is safe and secure, and we're going to go to the vet. Now, normally, I like to blast the air conditioning, but because he's in the front seat with me, I'm not going to do that because that wouldn't be very nice. So I'm going to turn the AC off. All right, here we go. Out and about. Do take them for walks. Put them on a harness or leash. Put them in a stroller or a carrier. Don'ts of being out and about. Don't take them to the store because that's stressful. Don't take them to an expo or event, putting them at risk for catching things. They could catch mites, they could catch other things. It's just also just stressful to have them around a bunch of other reptiles. It can be scary for them. Don't take them to the beach. Sand can get really hot, and there's just a lot of other factors there that you don't want to mess with. Car rides. Don't feed them before the ride. They could get sick. Don't blast the AC, they'll get cold. Don't let them sit on the dashboard or on a hammock. They could get hurt if you have to suddenly stop. Don't let them free roam. If you slam on your brakes, they could get hurt. They could also go under the pedal. They could distract you. Just a lot of reasons why I would not let your bearded dragon free roam. Also note that if they're on the dashboard and you just let them sit to try to get them to get some natural sunlight. UVB does not go through glass. So letting them sit inside the car to soak up rays of sun, they would get heat, but they would not actually get UVB rays. You'd have to take them outside of the car. So keep that in mind. In closing, I just want to say that I'm always going to focus on the safety of your pet. I'm never going to give you advice that could be risky or might put them in harm's way. So any advice I give will be in the best interest of their health and to keep them safe. Thank you so much for watching.